A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. So our first word is iza. And now we have discussed already this word iza, that it is a future particle. Which means that when iza comes, the next thing, even if it is fail madi, it will be translated in the meanings of future. As you can see, after iza, you got this word jaa. Now, this jaa is fail madi, yaji'u is fail mudare, and ji is command. One more time, jaa, yaji'u, and then ji is fail amr. Now, second point, jaa is from them. Obviously, all of these things, inshallah, they will come with the vocabulary. Okay, like we are learning today that jaa, yaji'u, and ji, these are the three forms of this verb. Now, jaa is madi, and if it is madi, you can see that it cannot be anything other than cell number 1. Okay, now jaa is fail madi, fail mad, and it has the built-in file, and that built-in file is huwa, because it is cell number 1. Nasrullahi. Look, I have discussed this point last time as well, and please listen again. It is a jumlatul failiya. Why? Because ja is fail madi. In jumlatul failiya, as soon as you get an ism in rafa status, that ism will become your outside file, which we gave the name file zahir. Zahir mean apparent. Okay, and Nasru and Allahi are linked together. How do I know this? Please pay attention. Allahi is in jar status, and we have learned the principle that ism can be in jar status only for two reasons. Either there is a preposition before it, or there is a mudaf before it. Now, Nasru is not a preposition, we all know this. So only other possibility is that Nasru is becoming the mudaf part, and Allahi is the mudaf ilay part. And this Nasrullahi together is playing the role of file or ism zahir or file for jaa. Let's keep moving. And then you have this waw. What is waw? Waw is harf ataf. And after the waw, al fathu. First of all, remember I discussed last time that waw, after the waw, you are getting an ism in rafa status. You will see that before the waw, what was the ism in rafa status? And you can see it was nasru. Now this waw has told you that actually al-fathu is connected with the nasru grammatically and also in the term of role. And we know that the role of nasru was file for jaa. Same this role al-fathu will play. Now instead of saying that file of nasru, you can simply say, look at this word, ma'tuf, ataf, harf ataf, and ma'tuf ala nasru. What it means in simple terms, that this word al-fathu is ma'tuf or connected with word nasru, and it automatically means, you don't need to write down, it automatically means that the role of fathu is the same as the role of nasru. Clear? Now let's translate it. Ja'a mean, it has the meaning of when somebody comes. Okay, because of this iza, you will translate it as mudare. Okay, so instead of saying he came, now you will say he comes or he will come. Clear? Now, but because the he has been cancelled. Why? He is cancelled because this one and this one will play the role. Which means instead of saying that when he comes, You will say that when Nasrullahi and Fathu. Now let's translate them. Nasr mean help, Allah mean Allah, and Fath mean victory. When the help of Allah and victory comes. Now, and again, this is the ataf. Ra'aita. Second verb we are learning today is ra'aita, and that is how you build your vocabulary. Okay, ra'aita. Please pay attention. Ra'a, madi. Okay, and yara, mudare, and ra is amr. One more time. Ra'a is madi, yara is mudare, and ra is fail amr. So ra'aita. Now from this sign you can see that it is number 7. You see ra'aita, because ra'a means to see something. Okay, and secondly, this wow is telling you that you will still translating the effect of iza. The effect of iza will be on this sentence as well. Remember this point, because this sentence is connected with the previous one. Wow. Why? Because of this wow. Because sometimes wow connects world with world, as in this case, and sometimes wow connects the sentence with the sentence, as in this case. So ra'aita literally mean you saw, but now you will say you see or you will see. Okay, you will see. You will see what? An-nasa. You can clearly see that it is in nasab status. And we have learned the principle that in Jumlatul Failiya, if you get ism in nasab status, it will become your maf'ul. And by the way, ra'aita was fail madi, and inside of ra'aita there was a file anta.
Isn't it Phil Amr you said?
No, I did not say fail amr.
Oh.
So I said that I just said that the 3 forms of this verb are ra'a, yara, and ra. Okay, now from this ra'a, ra'u, ra'aita, sorry, ra'aita, ra'na, ra'aita, ra'aituma, ra'aitum, ra'aiti, ra'aituma, ra'aitunna. Okay, ra'aitu, ra'aina. So in this way, this is fail madi, and this is in number 7 in the madi chart, and we know that number 7 has the built-in file as anta. And sister, secondly, remember this point that fail amr is made from mudare, not from madi. Okay, let's inshallah keep moving. So ra'aita, you literally, it literally means you saw, but now we'll say you will see or you see. You see what? An-nasa, people. You see people. Okay. Yadkhuluna. Let's inshallah first label this word and then see that what is the role of all of these words. So yadkhuluna. Please pay attention. Today our third verb is dakhala, yadkhulu, dakhala, yadkhulu, udkhul. Dakhala, yadkhulu, udkhul. Clear? So dakhala was madi, yadkhulu mudare. Now yadkhulu, yadkhulani, yadkhuluna. Number 3 in the mudare chart. So it is mudare, and because it is number 3, it will have a built-in file that will be hum. Okay, and then fi and dini are jar majroor. Okay, this is the jar part and this is the majroor part. Clear? And then dini, after dini, Allahi. Again, Allahi is in jar status, and obviously dini is not a preposition. So the only other possibility is that Allahi is becoming actually mudaf ilay. And then this dini will play 2 roles. It will become mudaf as well. So which means that instead of saying that Deeni is majroor, you can say that Deenillahi is majroor. Clear? So both of them. So fi is the jar part and Deenillahi is the majroor part. Okay, and then afwajan, you can clearly see it's a ism and in nasab status. And I just mentioned in Jumlatul Failiya, ism in nasab status plays the role of maf'ul, and this is the maf'ul for which one? For yadkhuluna. Let's translate this part. Yadkhuluna, they will enter, fi, in deenillahi, in the deen of Allah, afwajan, groups or armies. Let's translate the whole ayah. And you will see mankind or people entering in the deen of Allah, or you can say they enter in the deen of Allah if you go word by word. Okay, so you will see mankind or you will see people entering in the deen of Allah in groups. Secondly, inshallah, last point before you ask me any question. Look, you said that ra'aita, you will see what? Annasa, people. And what they will be doing? They will be entering in the deen of Allah. And you remember that the answer for what, why, where, and how is also a maf'ul, which means that yadkhuluna fi din afwaja is giving the information for how, because they will be, and you will see them in which state? In the state that they'll be entering in the deen of Allah like armies. So basically, this yadkhuluna fi dinillahi afwaja, this complete jumla is also in the role of maf'ul for ra'aita. Okay, let's inshallah see the last ayah. So this fa is a harf. Now let me say something here. I only call it harf. Sometimes we call it harf ataf. This time it is not harf ataf. Okay, inshallah, I explain to you in a couple of minutes that what is this fa. Okay, so sabbih, please pay attention. Today's word number 4, verb number 4. Sabbaha, madi. Yusabbihu, mudare. Sabbih, fail amr. One more time. Sabbaha, madi. Yusabbihu, mudare. Sabbih, fail amr. So it is sabbih, it is fail amr and number 1 in the amr chart. So sabbih is fail amr and it has a built-in file because it is number 1 in the amr chart, and number 1 means anta. It has a file anta, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that sabbih, you do tasbih, you glorify. Okay, so bihamdi, you can clearly see that this ba is a jar, and because of this jar, hamdi has become majroor. But hang on a second, after hamdi, rabbi, don't look at the kaf, first look at the rabbi. Rabbi is also in jar status. Okay, and hamdi, before rabbi the word is hamdi, and hamdi is not a preposition, which means that rabbi is actually becoming mudaf ilay and hamdi is the mudaf. Okay, so that is one thing here. Hamdi is mudaf and rabbi is mudaf ilay, and then rabbi is connected to ka, and we know the principle that when ism and pronoun are joined together, it is always mudaf ilayh, which means that you got another mudaf ilayh construction in which rabbi is mudaf and ka is mudaf ilayh. So from hamdi to rabbika, 3 words but 2 mudaf ilayh construction. But after the ba, everything is connected. So put all of them in the bucket of majroor. So ba is jar, hamdi rabbika is majroor. Why? Because from hamdi to all the way to rabbika, all are connected. And then you got this waw. This waw is ataf. Inshallah, I come back to this first part. Let's do this next part first. Also, astaghfiruhu. Okay, the actual word is istaghfir. Okay, istaghfir. You remember that I mentioned last time as well that alif, sin, and ta. When alif, sin, and ta are attached with a verb, it gives the meaning of to seek something. So, actual word is gha, fa, and ra. That's it. Gha, fa, and ra. Alif, sin, and ta is only to add the meaning of seeking. Now, istaghfir. Istaghfir. Okay, this istaghfir part is again a command. Inshallah, after we complete the first 10 surahs, then we'll start that portion in which, inshallah, we understand the construction of different verbs. Inshallah, that is a part of our level 2, inshallah, curriculum. But for now, I am telling you that this istaghfir is fail amr. And it is again because number one in the amr chart, it has a built-in anta. So istaghfir, you seek forgiveness, and then who is the attached part. And listen this point very carefully. Please listen this point very carefully. When pronoun is attached with the ism, it is always mudaf mudaf ilayh. And when pronoun is attached with the fail, it is the attached pronoun will always be maf'ul, which means that this who part is the maf'ul part. Okay, who is the maf'ul for istaghfir? Okay, now istaghfir, who you seek forgiveness from him, mean Allah. Okay, innahu, let me write it here, so inshallah we can do it here. So innahu kana tawwaban. So okay, before I do this part, if you have any question for fasabbi bihamdi rabbika wastaghfirhu. Okay, so this inna will become the mubtada, and then who is the ism of inna. Let me write it so you can see properly. So who is the ism of inna? And then this kana tawwaba part is the khabar of inna. Khabar of inna. But at the same time, you know that kana tawwaba is itself a jumla of kana. How? This kana will become fail nakis. Inside of kana, huwa. Huwa will become the ism of kana, and tawwaban will become the khabar of kana. Okay, so one more time, inside of this kana, you will call it fail nakis or incomplete verb. And then ism of kana, we have discussed in our kana lecture. The ism of kana is sometime inside kana and sometime outside kana, because after the kana you do not have any ism in rafa status, so there's no possibility of outside ism. So ism of kana in this case is inside kana, and inside kana, because kana is number one in the madi chart, it is huwa. So kana fail nakis, huwa is the ism of kana, and tawwaban is the khabar of kana. How do I know? Please pay attention. Khabar of kana is always in nasab status, and tawwaban is in a nasab status. So kana tawwaba is a complete jumla on its own, but in this case, kana tawwaba is complete jumla is playing the role of khabar of inna. Now let's translate it. Sabbih, you glorify. Bihamdi rabbika, it literally means with the with the praise of your Rabb. Or you can say you declare the praise of your Rabb. Okay, you declare the praise of your Rabb. And istaghfirhu, you seek forgiveness from him. Innahu, indeed he, kana tawwaban. It literally means he was most forgiving. But because of Allah, you translate kana as is. Indeed, He is most forgiving. Tawwaba. Okay, Tawwaba. Actually, this most, the meaning of most are built in this Tawwaba construction. Okay, this Tawwaba has a built-in expression of that something is in exaggeration and something is being repeated, which means that he forgives again and again. He's Tawwab. Tawwab means the one who forgives repeatedly.